Many say that an image is not enough, and that the mere presence of a ghostly entity in a photograph or video is not enough to prove that the paranormal is real. However, the images that you will see today hide disturbing stories to back them up. Stories that are so shocking that they will make all the hairs on your skin stand up. So stay until the end, because my name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 6 creepiest paranormal photographs with horrifying stories. We begin this video with some images that account for a strange phenomena captured by Michelle, one of our subscribers' mother. In her email, she says that her mother is a fitness teacher, so she always attends a multi-court where she does physical activities with her students. It was in this context that at the end of one of these sessions, when everyone was preparing to leave the court, the woman took a photograph of her group. She took several shots so that they could choose the best one. Now, look at the 2 images on the screen and try to discover what caused Michelle's mother so much terror. Michelle maintains that her mother took these images with only 1 second of difference, which is clearly not enough time for an extra person to have appeared there. But as you can see, there it is. A somewhat blurred figure that no one identified as part of the group, and that by chance appeared in this image that has caught everyone's attention. Who or what is that appears in the image? Leave it in the comments. Number 5. The following corresponds to a series of images taken by a subscriber who for personal reasons did not want to reveal her identity. But she took the time to tell us that one night, while walking her daughter to a playground, she took pictures of the area, including an old church that was closed to the public at that moment. It was not until the next day, when reviewing those images, she noticed that the church was not empty that night. Observe. Our subscriber points out that she and the rest of her family were absolutely terrified when they saw these images, where you can see what seems to be various silhouettes of demonic creatures who, when seen from above, seem to be looking at the city. The most surprising of all was that despite the diffusion of these photographs on social networks, an official statement regarding this was never issued from the church, remaining a mystery that few dare to talk about. Number 4. November 11th, 1918 was a day of relief for a squad of the Royal Air Force, because it was on that date on which the First World War ended. So at least this group of aviators and officers could return to civilian life with their families. However, before each one set out on their way, the commanding officer of the squad, Sir Victor Goddard, wanted to immortalize the moment by taking an official photograph of where they all left together at the same time. It was in this shot that an extraordinary detail left everyone surprised. Observe. As you can see in the resulting image, all of the members of Godard's squad are formed neatly in 6 successive rows and posing martially for the camera lens. However, a mysterious semi-veiled face without a military cap appears in the last row. Although it may be hard for you to believe, that face was identified by everyone as Freddie Jackson, a mechanic who belonged to this squad and who just days before the photograph was taken had tragically died after being accidentally hit by a propeller. Everyone who knew Freddie was sure that it was him. Apparently, he did not want to miss the opportunity of being with his military squad. Number 3. For Carlos Santana, a regular subscriber of the channel, these images he saw while browsing Facebook have been extremely difficult for him to overcome. While looking at a news page, he began to see photos of a terrible traffic accident in which many vehicles were involved. As a result, leaving several fatalities and a large number of injured. He says that while looking at this image, his blood literally ran cold, because inside of one of the vehicles, he found something that should never have been there. In his email, Carlos emphasizes that when this was photographed, all the bodies had been removed and no one was inside the vehicle. This makes the presence of what appears to be a child inside the car even more disturbing. Could it be that the camera captured the image of one of the victims of this accident? Tell me what you think. Number 2. From Tijuana, Mexico, Giovanni Gonzalez, one of our subscribers, took it upon himself to send me an impressive photograph, assuring that the image would show that something very bad is happening to him. You see, Giovanni states that for a few weeks now he has been having constant nightmares, specifying that a being with bright eyes, long hair, and an abnormal tongue appears, taking over him. As if in each dream, this being was lurking and waiting for the right opportunity to take control of Giovanni's movements. He never imagined that by taking a couple of photos, they would reveal the face of his greatest fears. Observe. We have all taken photographs of the iris of our eye, right? Out of mere curiosity. The same curiosity that revealed Giovanni's greatest fear. Although logic says that it could be a reflection or some other error in the image, he believes that there is a connection between this selfie and his nightmares. In fact, Giovanni is convinced that this being lives inside of him, as if it were a parasite that absorbs all his energy, making him feel more and more discouraged since the nightmares began to occur. If this is real, and it is a restless spirit, the occult dictates that he should just ignore it until the event cease. The more importance given to the spirit, the more strength it obtains. That was what I recommended for Giovanni to do. What would you recommend? Number 1. We conclude this investigation with an image captured by a subscriber from the Philippines, who says that one morning after finishing a meeting with friends, they left his house and took a group photo on the stairs. It was at that moment that the camera captures the presence of someone who should never have appeared in the image. Observe. Our subscriber says that this image was taken around 3 a.m. in a place where children do not reside. Furthermore, he adds that the miner's clothing is similar to the uniforms worn by children when they were forced to join the army of that country. So for him, it would not be strange if it was the spirit of a miner who was recruited for that purpose. Is this possible? Let me know what you think in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.